ほら、ルフィ、今一緒に海賊になる仲間を探してるんだ。
Hello guys, welcome to my channel The Wandering Zoro, your go-to destination for anime-related content. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. In today's video, we're going to be diving into part 3 of the series. So be sure to stick around until the end, and let's get started. The twins have arrived at UA High just in time. Izuku, oh thank goodness we made it. Clover, man bro. To think, we are actually about to take the UA entrance exam. So much has happened this past month. Izuku, yeah? Katsuki, stupid Deku. They look behind to see Katsuki. Izuku, Kaken? Katsuki, get out of my way, now, before I set you on fire. Clover, you know, you could just move around us. Katsuki glared at Clover, but he wasn't flinching. He then scoffed and went around them. Izuku, toughness. Clover, forget him. We're not the same Izuku and Clover from before. Let's go. He walked on ahead. Izuku, right. He followed his brother until Izuku, or I'll just die again. But before he could land face first in a bunch of bricks, he stopped in midair. Izuku, huh? Clover, whoa. Unone character. Heh, are you okay? Izuku started panicking a bit before the girl helped him down and put her fingers together. Unone character. I stopped you with my quirk. I'm sorry I didn't ask first, but I figured you wouldn't mind me catching you. Clover walked over to his brother and the girl. Clover, thanks for helping my bro. Unone character. Oh, you two are brothers? Clover, twin brothers actually. Unone character. Oh, really? Then, Unone character. So you guys are twins, huh? Clover and Izuku looked behind them, and Clover blushed. Chara, greetings. I am Chara Uraraka, and I see you've met my twin sister, Achiko. Clover rubbed the back of his head. Izuku. Oh, you two are twins as well? Achiko, yeah. Isn't this all like, way nerve-wracking? Clover, yeah, it really is. Achiko, well, I guess I'll see you both inside. She left for the entrance. Chara, hope to see you boys around. See ya. She left to join her sister. Clover then stopped blushing. Clover, really hope she didn't notice me blush. Izuku, let's head inside, Clover. Clover smiled. Clover, right. They both went inside. Later. Present Mike. What's up, UA candidates? Thanks for tuning into me. Your school DJ, come on, and let me hear ya. He was met with silence. Present Mike. Keeping it mellow, huh? That's fine. I'll skip straight to the main show. Let's talk about how this practical exam is gonna do down, okay? Are you ready? Silence. Izuku. Oh my goodness, it's the voice hero, Present Mike. So cool. Clover. Can't believe we are actually seeing him in person. Present Mike. Like your application said, today you rockin' boys and girls will be out there conducting 10-minute mock battles in super hip urban settings. Gird your loins, my friends. After I drop the mic here, you'll head to your specified battle center. Sound good? Silence. Present Mike. Okay. Katsuki, I see. They're splitting us up so we can't work with any of our friends. Izuku. Hang on, you're right. He looks at Clover's card. Izuku. Our examinee numbers are one after the other, but we're assigned to different battle centers. Clover. Looks like we're on our own here. Katsuki. I was really looking forward to crushing you. Clover. F off, idiot. Present Mike. Okay. Let's check out your targets. There are 3 types of faux villains in every battle center. You'll earn points based on their level of difficulty, so better choose wisely. Your goal in this trial is to use your quirk to raise your score by shredding these faux villains like a mid-song guitar solo. But, check it, make sure you're keeping things heroic. Attacking other examiners is a UA no-no, you dig? Tinya. Excuse me, sir, but I have a question. Present Mike. Hit me. Tinya. On the printout, you've listed 4 types of villains, not 3. With all due respect, if this is an error on official UA materials, it is shameful. We are exemplary students. We expect the best from Japan's most notable school. A mistake such as this won't do. He then pointed at Izuku. Tinya. Additionally, you with the unkempt hair. Izuku, huh? Tinya. You've been muttering this entire time. Stop that. If you can't bother to take this seriously, leave. You're distracting the rest of us. That's when Clover shot up. Clover. Okay, show of hands, how many of you were bothered by his muttering? The only ones who raised their hands were Katsuki and Tinya. Clover, yeah, that's what I thought. Now you get that log out of your rear. A lot of people laughed at this and Tenya sat down, embarrassed. Present mic. All right. Examinee number 7111. Thanks for calling in with your request. The fourth villain type is worth 0 points. That guy's just an obstacle we'll be throwing in your way. There's one in every battle center. Think of it as a hurdle you should try to avoid. It's not that it can't be beaten, but there's kinda no point. I recommend my listeners try to ignore it and focus on the ones top in the charts. Tenya, thank you very much. Please continue. Present mic. That's all I got for you today. I'll sign off with a little present. A sample of our school motto, as General Napoleon Bonaparte once laid down. A true hero is one who overcomes life's misfortunes. HM. Now that's a tasty soundbite. You ready to go beyond? Let's hear a plus ultra. Present mic. Good luck. Hope you practiced hitting more than just books. With that, everyone left for their practical exam. With Clover. Clover, this place is insane. But just what you'd expect from UA. Chara, I'll say. Clover looked behind to see Chara. Clover. Oh hey Chara. Chara, hey. So, looks like we're in the same battle arena. Clover, yeah? Chara, what do you say we make this a competition? Clover, a competition? Chara, whoever gets more points wins. Clover, sounds like fun. He activated his sacred gear and drew his gun. Chara, nice quirk. Clover, heh, thanks. With Izuku. Izuku, man. I'm so nervous. Drake, calm down, partner. You've got this. Izuku, right. Thanks, Drake. He then notices Achiko in the massive crowd. Izuku. Hey, it's her Achiko, the one who kept me from falling. He began to walk towards her. Izuku. I should probably thank her for helping me out back there. But then, Tenya grabbed him by the shoulder, and Izuku turned to face him. Izuku, he's here too? Tenya. She looks like she's trying to focus on the trials ahead. What are you going to do? Distract her and ruin her chances to succeed? Izuku. No, of course not I. One character. Hey. Tenya and Izuku looked to see Ravel. Ravel, leave him be, you're just jumping to conclusions. Tenya, but. Ravel, but nothing stopped jumping to conclusions. Also apologize to him. Tenya, alright. He turned to Izuku and bowed 90 degrees. Tenya, I apologize for my rudeness. Izuku, you're forgiven. Tenya then left. Izuku, thanks. Wait, I just realized I never got your name. Ravel, huh? Now that you mention it, you're right. She gave Izuku a curtsy. Ravel, my name is Ravel Phoenix. Izuku, wait, does that mean Riser is? Ravel, my brother? Yes. You really did a number on him. Izuku, is he okay? Ravel, physically? Yes. Mentally? Not so much. He's been pretty depressed since that fight with you and your brother. But he shouldn't have acted like he was hot stuff to begin with. You made that abundantly clear before you beat him. Izuku rubbed the back of his head. Izuku, so you're trying out for the hero course? Ravel, yes. Izuku, may I ask why? Ravel blushed. Ravel, because I want to be the best Phoenix I can be in my life, and becoming a hero is something someone good would do. She was mostly lying. She did want to be the best girl she can possibly be, but her main reason was because Izuku was trying out for the hero course. Izuku, well, I hope you pass. Ravel, thank you. I hope you pass as well. Present mic. Right, let's start. Get moving, there are no countdowns in real battles. Run. Listeners, you're wasting airtime here. Izuku and Ravel stared a bit before realizing everyone was already running off. Ravel, oh dear. Izuku, come on. Ravel, we're already falling behind. He summoned his gear and ran in with Ravel close behind. Drag, boost. Izuku and Ravel split up to find robots. Getting points was relatively easy. Izuku came across plenty of robots, and with his new quirk, as well as the boosted gear, it took no more than one hit to destroy each robot. As for Ravel, she was easily able to melt down any robots she came across. Her fire was very powerful. Not as strong as Riser's, but still very powerful, nonetheless. As for Clover, he took to the skies with his sacred gear and shot down any robots he saw. But he then saw someone about to be attacked by a robot that snuck up behind. So he shot down at incredible speed and stomped on the robot with incredible strength and destroyed it. Clover, you alright? The person he saved turned around and Clover blushed again. One character. Wow, thanks. Clover, no problem. I'm Clover Midoriya. One character. Nice to meet you, Clover. I'm Kanako Ketsukane. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have to hunt down more points. She rushed off. Clover, great. That's two. As for Chara, she slashed any robots she found with her quirk, Determination Knife. It allows her to create red knives made from her own determination. The stronger her determination, the more powerful her quirk becomes. With Katsuki, Katsuki had been destroying many robots on his own. Katsuki, stupid Deku. He thinks he can actually get into this school. He's in for a rude awakening. Then, he was about to attack another robot, but Kaneko stomped on it and destroyed it. Katsuki, HEY. Kaneko looked at Katsuki and glared at him before leaving. Katsuki, the hell was that? Katsuki decided that it didn't matter and went back to finding more points. With Izuku. Izuku. Hey, Drake. Any idea how many points we have? Drake. You never told me to keep count. Izuku, right. He then noticed Achiko. She placed her hands on bunches of robots and they started floating in the air. She then put her fingers together. Achiko, release. The robots crashed into the ground and were destroyed. Achiko, phew. Okay, that should be at least 36 points. Izuku, 36? Then, he saw Tenya kicking a bunch of robots. Tenya, that puts me at 45. Izuku, I can't slack off now. I have to keep fighting. He kept on destroying other robots. Meanwhile, in the viewing room, Nizu. Clearly, the examiners have no idea how many villains are present or their locations. They have limited time, must cover a vast area, and hunt down every last target. Some use information gathering abilities to plan out strategies, while others rely on speed to pull ahead of their peers. Of course, remaining calm under pressure can be a huge advantage, as can pure combat ability. The most successful students use a combination of all these tactics. They're the ones who rack up the highest scores. Midnight. I'd say this year's group looks promising. Snipe. Well, there's still plenty of time before it's over. The real test has yet to come. He pressed a red button. Back in the mock battle arenas, there was lots of rumbling and dust coming as Ravel and Izuku found each other. Ravel, what's going on? Izuku, I don't know. Then, they saw it. Ravel, Izuku, please tell me that's not the zero-pointer. Izuku, I'm sorry, Ravel. I can't. Ravel, isn't this a little extreme? The robot punched the ground, and it sent a massive wave of dust that nearly blew everyone away. Izuku, Ravel, there's no point in fighting the zero-pointer. We need to flee and find other robots. Present Mike, less than 2 minutes remaining. Ravel, you're right. But then, Achiko, OW. They turned to see Achiko trapped under rubble. She had reached her limit on her quirk and couldn't lift the concrete off of her. Izuku, Achiko. Ravel, what do we do? Izuku clenched his fist. Drag, boost. Izuku, Ravel. You get Achiko out of the rubble. I'll take care of the zero-pointer. Ravel, are you sure? Izuku, more than sure. Ravel, all right then. Ravel and Izuku ran towards the zero-pointer as Izuku boosted again and charged up one for all and shot towards the zero-pointer while Ravel helped Achiko get away from the robot. Izuku, here we go. Detroit. Drag, boost. Izuku, smash. Izuku destroyed the robot and then landed safely on the ground. Izuku, that was close. Good job, Ravel. Ravel, thanks. Meanwhile with Clover and Chara. Clover, this is nuts. Chara, no, there's no point in fighting this hunk of junk. Let's get back to finding more points. Clover, wait. Chara, huh? Clover, look. Clover pointed to see a girl who was too exhausted and scared to move. Chara, oh. Clover, I have to rescue her. Clover ran over to the girl and got in front of her, and the robot tried to punch them. Clover grabbed the girl and rolled them both out of the way before grabbing the robot's arm. Albion, divide. The robot's strength was divided in half and added to Clover's power. He then flew up above the robot and charged up his quirk. Clover, Justice Blast. Clover unleashed a massive yellow beam at the robot and destroyed it. He then flew down safely. Clover, oh, thank goodness. That was close. He turned to the girl he saved. Clover, you all right? One character? Yeah. Thank you. She was blushing slightly, but Clover didn't notice. Clover smiled. Clover, no prob. I'm Clover Midoriya. You? One character. I'm Alina. Alina Gray Rutro. Clover, nice to meet ya. Present Mike, and that's it. Time's up. Clover, exam's over, huh? Chara, think you got enough points? Clover, I certainly hope so. Wasn't keeping track. Chara, well, I hope we meet up again at UA. Clover, yeah? After that, everyone left for home. Izuku, I really hope we passed. Clover, I'm sure we got it. 1 week later. Izuku groaned in annoyance. Izuku, this is taking forever. Clover, I know waiting for the results is just torture. Asia, I'm sure you both passed. Clover, that doesn't change the fact that there's still a chance we didn't pass. Although, I can't believe Ravel was taking the exam. Izuku, it was quite the shock for me too. Inko then came in. Inko, Izuku, Clover, a letter from UA addressed to the both of you. Izuku and Clover, yes, finally. They grabbed the letter Inko had and rushed to Izuku's room. Clover, ready, bro? Izuku, yeah? They tore apart the letter and a disc fell out before showing a holographic video. And All Might. Booyah, I am here, as a projection now. Izuku and Clover. All Might? Izuku, but how? This is from UA. All Might. I know it's been a while, boys, but with free power comes a great amount of paperwork. My apologies. The truth is, I didn't come to this city just to fight villains. You're looking at the newest UA faculty member. Izuku, what? Clover, All Might is working at UA? On the video, someone was telling All Might to hurry it along. All Might? HUH? Yes, what's the matter? Who's showboating? Oh, sorry. I'll wrap it up, but I have to show them something first. Wait, I have to do how many of these things? He sighs. All Might. Right, so moving on. He cleared his throat. All Might. You boys were able to pass the written test with flying colors. Now, on the practical exam, Izuku got 112 points and Clover got 107. That would be the final score, but that was only for the combat points of the exam. Izuku and Clover. Wait, what? All Might. Look at this, young men. The video then showed Izuku saving Achiko and Clover saving Alina. All Might. The judges saw this happen. You see, the practical exam was not graded on combat alone. After all, a hero is someone who is committed to saving others, no matter the consequences to themselves. And that's what my alma mater is all about. Training those who would risk their lives for the greater good. So we have rescue points, a panel of Hudges watches, and they award points for heroic acts beyond just fighting villains. Izuku and Clover Midoriya 60 rescue points each. Not only did you both pass the exam, but you boys were in first and second place. You boys even beat my record of 150 points. Izuku, we, Clover, broke All Might's record. All Might. Welcome, Izuku and Clover. You have made it. You boys are now part of the Hero Academia. Izuku and Clover, we did it. Izuku and Clover had gotten their backpacks and uniforms on. It was time for their first day at UA. Inko, are you boys ready? Clover, yeah. Asia, we'll see you soon. Izuku, yeah. See ya. They left for UA. Izuku. All right, what's your class, Clover? Clover, I'm 1A. Izuku. Oh, thank goodness. We're in the same class. Clover, phew. Now, we just have to find class 1A. Izuku, wait. They stopped. Izuku, where even is that class? Clover, oh. Where do we go? Then, Sona, you two are lost? The two turn around to see Sona from behind. Izuku, Sona, let me show you where 1A is. Izuku, thank you so much. Clover, you're a lifesaver. Sona nodded and led them to the door of class 1A. Sona, here we are. Good luck on your first day. You'll need it. She then left. Clover, we'll need it? Why? Izuku, man, this door is massive. Are there giants here? Clover, the most promising students in the country are waiting behind this very door. Izuku then thought about Katsuki and Tenya. Clover saw that he was panicking a little and knew what he was thinking about. Clover, calm down, bro. We could be in different classes or something. Izuku, you're right. Then, he opened the door and, Tenya, take your feet off of that desk now. Katsuki, huh? Tenya, it's the first day and you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin. Katsuki, you're kidding me, right? Your old school put a stick up your rear? Or were you born with it? Izuku, just my luck. Clover, me and my big mouth. Tenya opened his mouth to speak, but decided to introduce himself. Tenya, let's start over. I'm Tenya Ida from the Semi-Private Academy. Katsuki, Semi, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm gonna have fun tearing you a new one. Tenya, you would threaten me? Your own classmate? Are you sure you're in the right place? Clover, I've been wondering that for a while now. Everyone turned to see Clover and Izuku. Tenya, it's them. Izuku, hi. Clover, howdy. Tenya, good morning, my name is Tenya Ida from TH. Clover, from the Semi-Private Academy. We heard you the first time. Izuku, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Clover, and I'm his twin bro, Clover. Nice to meet ya. Tenya, Izuku, you realized there was something more to the practical exam, didn't you? You must be very perceptive. And I completely misjudged you. I admit, as a student, you are far superior to me. Izuku, actually, I didn't know about that. I just saw someone in trouble, and I wanted to help. That's all. Nothing special. Tenya's eyes widened. Tenya, that only makes you better than I thought. Izuku rubbed the back of his head in embarrassment. Then, Ochiko, hey, I recognize you too, Izuku and Clover. Izuku and Clover looked behind to see Ochiko and Chara. Izuku, oh, hi, it's good to see you again. Chara, hey, Izuku. Izuku, huh? Chara put her hand on his shoulder. Chara, thanks for saving my sister back there. I really appreciate it. Izuku, oh, no problem. Ochiko, hey, Chara. Where is? One character, wait up. They all looked to see. One character, few just made it. Chara, there you are, Azzy. How did you get separated from us? Azzy, I don't want to talk about it. He then saw Izuku. Azzy, hey, aren't you that boy who saved Ochiko? Izuku, yeah? Azzy, man, thanks a bunch, my sisters are very important to me, you know. Clover, I get it, man. My brother is very important to me as well. Azzy held out his hand. Azzy, it's nice to meet ya. I'm Miss Real Dreamer Uraraka, but my friends call me Azzy. Clover, nice to meet you, Azzy. I'm Clover Midoriya. Izuku, and I'm his twin brother, Izuku Midoriya. Then, one character. If you're just here to make friends, then you can pack up your stuff now. They turned to see a man in a sleeping bag. Izuku, one character. Welcome to UA's hero course. He unzipped his bag and drank a juice pouch. Everyone, what is that thing? The man got up and slipped out of his sleeping bag. One character. It took 8 seconds before you all shut up. That's not gonna work. Time is precious. Rational students would understand that. Izuku and Clover. Who is this guy? A pro. One character. Hello, I'm Shota Aizawa. Your teacher. Izuku and Clover. Our teacher? Aizawa. Right, let's get to it. Put these on and head outside. He gave them all UA uniforms, and they went outside. Later. Everyone, what? A quirk assessment test? Ochiko. But orientation, we're gonna miss it. Aizawa. If you really want to make the big leagues, you can't waste time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we're not tethered to traditions. That means that I get to run my class however I see fit. But before we start, I believe introductions for each other are in order. We will go in seed order. Start now. Everyone nodded, and one by one, everyone went up. Yuga. Bonjour, my name is Yuga Aoyama. I hope to bring sparkles to brighten up everyone's days. Everyone's sweat dropped at this. Mina. I'm Mina Ishido and I like to dance. Tsu. I'm Tsuyu Azui. Ribbit. Please call me Tsu. Tenya. I'm Tenya Ida from the Semi-Private Academy. I am happy to be here in this prestigious academy. Ochiko. I'm Ochiko Uraraka. It's nice to meet you all. Chara. I'm Chara Uraraka. Ochiko's twin sister. Glad to be here. Asriel. Howdy, I'm Miss Real Dreamer Uraraka. But my friends call me Azzy. I look forward to being here. Ijiro. Yo. Guys, I'm Ijiro Kirishima. I'm excited to be here, it's gonna be so manly. Alina. I'm Alina Gray Rutro. I love ballet and want to be a hero and help others in need. Ravel. I'm Ravel Phoenix. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Kaneko. Kaneko Tuju. I look forward to studying here. Kyoka. I'm Kyoka Jiro. I like listening to punk rock and look forward to being here. Kanako. I'm Kanako Ketsukane. I've wanted to be a hero for a long time and can't wait to begin my journey here. Tokoyami. I'm Fumikage Tokoyami. I enjoy the dark and look forward to learning with you all. Shoto. My name is Shoto Todoroki. Nice to meet you. Katsuki. I'm Katsuki Bakugo. I'm gonna be the #1 hero, you extras better not get in my way. People were not a fan of his introduction. Mineta. I'm Mineta, and I'm here to become a hero and get girls. Again, no one was a fan of his introduction. Momo. I'm Momo Yaoyorozu. I'm happy to meet you all. Clover. Howdy, I'm Clover Midoriya. I hope to become friends with you all. Izuku. I'm Clover's twin brother, Izuku. I've always dreamed of becoming a hero, so being here at UA feels like a dream come true. Aizawa, good. Now, you've been taking standardized tests most of your lives, but you never got to use your quirks in physical exams before. The country's still trying to pretend we're all created equal by not letting those with the most power excel. It's not rational. One day, the Ministry of Education will learn. He looks at Katsuki. Aizawa, Bakugo, what was your farthest distance throw with a softball when you were in junior high? Katsuki, 67 meters, I think. Aizawa, right. Try doing it with your quirk. Katsuki walked over to the circle in the area. Aizawa, anything goes, just stay in the circle. Go on. You're wasting our time. Katsuki, all right, man, you asked for it. He got ready to throw the ball. Katsuki, I'll add a little heat to my pitch and drop their jaws. Katsuki, die? Izuku, oh whoa. Clover, seriously? Die? Aizawa, all of you need to know your maximum capabilities. The ball finally fell down, and Aizawa showed them on his phone how far it went. Aizawa, it's the most rational way of figuring out your potential as a pro hero. It's real. Golly, 705 meters, that's insane. Mina, I want to go, that looks like fun. Kanako, this is exciting, we get to use our quirks as much as we want. Aizawa, so this looks like fun, huh? You have 3 years here to become a hero. You think it's all going to be games and playtime? Idiots. Today you'll compete in 8 physical tests to gauge your potential. Whoever comes in last has none and will be expelled immediately. Everyone, HUH? Izuku, immediate expulsion? 8 tests. Oh no, not good. He looked at his hand. Izuku, I can only use one for all at 5% right now. Will that be enough? Am I even allowed to use the boosted gear? Aizawa, like I said, I get to decide how this class runs. Understand? If that's a problem, you can head home right now. Clover, a huge test on the first day of school? Not good. Achiko, you can't send one of us home, I mean. We just got here even if it wasn't the first day. That isn't fair. Aizawa, oh, and you think natural disasters are? The students gasp in realization. Aizawa, or power-hungry villains. Or catastrophic accidents that wipe out whole cities. No, the world is full of unfairness. It's a hero's job to try to combat that unfairness. If you want to be a pro, you're going to have to push yourself to the brink. For the next 3 years, UA will throw one terrible hardship after another at you. So go beyond. Plus Ultra style. Show me it's no mistake that you're here. The students realized that Aizawa was right. This was the reality. He was prepping them to face it. Aizawa, but there is one last thing to discuss with you all before we get this started. A kind of news that will make you question the entire world. The students were confused now as Aizawa took a few steps away from them. Aizawa, I'm sure you have all heard about the tales of stuff like angels and devils, heaven and hell, monsters and yokai, stuff like that. The students nodded. Aizawa, here's the reality. It's not make-believe. The stuff you heard, they exist. Some students were shocked while others were skeptical. Katsuki, you're an idiot. Aizawa, what was that? Momo, no offense, Mr. Aizawa, but this seems rather far-fetched. It doesn't make sense that the supernatural supposedly exists. Aizawa, what if I could prove it to you? Alina, prove it to us how? Aizawa smirked as his eyes flashed blue, and suddenly, Izuku, Clover, and Kaniko's devil wings sprouted, and Ravel sprouted her fire wings. But that wasn't all. Because, Jiro, oh no. Asriel, oh no, Chara, oh Chako, your secret. Chara and Achiko, oh no. Kaniko, oh no. Izuku and Clover, oh. Everyone's eyes widened in shock. Aizawa, as you can see, the Midoriya twins are devils. Jiro is a rabbit yokai. Tuju and the Uraraka twins are Nakomata. Although Kaniko is also a devil, and Ravel is a phoenix devil. Everyone grew worried. Aizawa, now listen. I know you've all heard bad things about the supernatural, but I can assure you, this doesn't make them different from us humans on the inside. Momo, even devils? Aizawa, especially devils. People make them out to be evil, but the reality is, they are just as much capable of doing good as any other human. The Midoriya twins are no different. Same with Ravel and Kaniko. However, only one of them was born as a devil. Ravel. The Midoriya twins and Kaniko were reincarnated as devils by another devil. Most of the class calmed down. Izuku, by the way, Mr. Aizawa, how did you do that? Aizawa, It was thanks to my sacred gear. Cannot hide. It works well with my quirk and can bring out the supernatural features that those of the supernatural have, no matter how hard they find it. It can also force people to show their sacred gears if I choose to do so. Kirishima, sacred gear? What's a sacred gear? Aizawa, sacred gears, also known as God's artifacts, are incredibly powerful items with powerful abilities that some humans, or at least human hybrids, are given by God himself. Some of you have these. His eyes flashed blue again as Izuku and Clover's sacred gears showed. But that wasn't all. Kirishima's fists were set aflame with white fire, and a wave of shadows showed up behind Tokoyami. Aizawa, 4 of you have sacred gears. Tokoyami, your sacred gear is Night Reflection. It allows you to absorb shadows and redirect them however you want. Kirishima, your sacred gear is Flame Shake. It gives you pyrokinetic abilities, as well as the ability to create white flames which are hotter than normal fire. Tokoyami, Revelry in the Dark. Ijiro, Manly. Aizawa, however, Izuku and Clover's sacred gears are far stronger. Everyone, huh? Aizawa, Clover's sacred gear is one that allows the user to cut a target's strength in half every 10 seconds by simply touching them and adds that strength to his own. It's known as Divine Dividing. As for Izuku, his sacred gear automatically double his power every 10 seconds. It is known as the Boosted Gear. Both sacred gears are some of the strongest out there. They are known as Longinus sacred gears. Sacred gears that can bring down even God himself. Katsuki, what? Hey, how long have you two known about having those? Clover, why should we tell you? Not like we're friends or anything. Katsuki, what? Izuku, don't act shocked. We stopped being friends years ago. If you don't even know why, then it's not worth it to tell you. Aizawa, now students. You now know the truth. The supernatural is real. Most pros know this already. It's better for you all to learn this now as you get to know your classmates. Now that we have that explained, it's time for you all to begin this quirk assessment test. Be advised, you are allowed to use your sacred gears. However, keep in mind that half of you who have sacred gears have had no experience with them. So be advised that unless you can master them right off the bat, I would refrain from using them. Also, Tuju, Ochako, Chara, Jiro, I want you to use your yokai sides. They were a little hesitant, but agreed to it. Izuku, Kaneko, you were in Nikomata this entire time? Clover, why didn't she tell us? Izuku and Clover suddenly got a small headache. Izuku, ow. What was that about? First test, 50-meter dash. Sue and Tenya were the first to do this, and Tenya beat Sue at the race. Then it was Ochako and Chara. Ochako, ready, sis? Chara, ready. She then looked over at Clover and saw him looking at her. Chara, heh, like what you see. Clover's face turned bright red. Izuku, Clover, are you okay? Clover, yep, I'm fine. Asriel face-palmed. Asriel, seriously, Chara? You gotta stop doing this. Ochako, Chara, how many times have we been over this? Chara, yeah, don't care. Not my fault he's cute. Robot, runners on your mark. Ochako, we'll talk about this later. She nullified the gravity of her clothes, and they both ran across the field. Chara cleared it first. Yuga and Mina were up next, and Yuga used his quirk to shoot himself across the field while Mina used her acid quirk to slide across the track. However, Yuga could only use it for a second. He then fell down and fired again, but Mina already cleared it. Yuga, shooting my beautiful beam for more than a second hurts my tummy. Now it was time for Izuku and Katsuki to go. Katsuki, explosive speed. Drag, boost. Izuku activated one for all and rushed across the battlefield faster than Katsuki. Katsuki, what? How? How could I lose to DKU? Clover, take that, but could go. Kaneko, suck it. Clover was up against Alina, and Clover shot ahead with his gear, granting him fast flight speed and easily beating Alina. Let's just show what Izuku and Clover do throughout the tests. For the second test, Izuku accidentally broke the grip tester. Izuku, whoops. Unfortunately, because Clover wasn't planning on dividing his classmate's strength for his own gain, he had to do this without relying on that. His result wasn't that good. For the third test, the standing long jumps, Izuku and Clover were able to clear the sandbox easily. Izuku jumped very far with his boosted strength, while Clover flew over it with his wings. Jiro was also able to jump over the sandbox. For the fourth test, Mineta was the only one who excelled. For the fifth test, Clover blasted the ball far away. almost as far as Katsuki did. He would have gone further if he divided the strength of anyone. Kaneko, however, easily threw it past Katsuki's throw by 100 meters thanks to her rook strength. As for Izuku, he had boosted a total of 4 times and combined with One for All, sent it even further than Kaneko's by 130 meters. But Ochako sent it far further than the others. Using her quirk, the ball floated away and was never seen again, giving her a score of infinity. The rest of the tests were done like normal. Aizawa, all right, time to give you your results. I've ranked you all from best to worst. You should probably have a good idea of your standing already. He showed them the result. Izuku saw that he was in first, Israel was in second, Clover in third, Ravel in fourth, Chara in fifth, Katsuki in sixth, Ochako in 10th, Kanako in 12th, Alina in 17th, and Mineta in 20th. Mineta looked about ready to cry. Aizawa. And I was lying. No one's getting expelled. Everyone had a blank face. Aizawa. That was just a rational deception to make sure you gave it your all in the tests. Everyone, what? Momo. I'm surprised the rest of you didn't figure that out. I'm sorry. I guess I probably should have said something. Clover. Gee, you think? Aizawa. That's it. We're done for the day. But remember this, students. What you learned about the supernatural. It must be kept a secret. If word gets out about this, the world could be thrown into catastrophe. Understand? Everyone, yes. Aizawa, good. Go pick up a syllabus in the classroom. Read it over before tomorrow morning. After that, everyone went home for the day. One would assume that UA was all about heroics. And while it is the main attraction, it is not the only class students have. English, art, math, just like any other school. Very boring. Lunch was the one time the entire school gathered together so the rest of the peerage could join. Lunch was pretty cheap. Although Lunch Rush had his work cut out for them all because of a certain Nikomada. Izuku, holy woe. Clover, I wasn't expecting her to be able to eat this much. Kaneko, I'm still hungry. Izuku, you just ate 60 plates of white rice. Kaneko, I know. I'm starving. Rias, trust me. That's nothing. Hiba, Kaneko eats way more than you could ever imagine. Clover, we can see that. Later, it was finally time for hero basic training. And the star was, All Might. I am here. All Might. Coming through the door like a hero. Asriel, golly, it's really All Might. Kirishima, so he is a teacher this year is going to be totally awesome. Sue, hey look, is he wearing his Silver Age costume? Kanako, he is. All Might. Welcome to the most important class at UA High. Think of it as Hero ING 101. Here, you will learn the basics of being a pro. And what it means to fight in the name of good. Let's get into it. Today's lesson will pull no punches. He held up a card that had the word battle on it. Katsuki, fight training. Izuku, real combat. All Might. But one of the keys of being a hero is looking good. He pointed to the wall which opened and revealed a bunch of cases with numbers on them. All Might. These were designed for you based on your quirk registration forms and the requests you sent in before school started. Izuku, this is it, bro. Clover, let's do this. All Might. Get yourselves suited up and then meet me at Training Ground Beta. Students, yes, SIR. Later at Gym Ground Beta, the students began walking out. All Might. They say that clothes make the pros, young ladies and gentlemen. And behold, you are the proof. Take this to heart. From now on, you are all heroes in training. Clover, Kanako, and Israel's costumes are the same as their artwork I showed in previous chapters. The rest are the same as in canon, and the yokai are showing their extra features. All Might. This is getting me all revved up. You look so cool now. Shall we get started, you bunch of newbies? Now that we have our costumes ready, it's time for combat training. Tenya, sir. Clover, whispering, hey bro, doesn't that suit of armor remind you of someone? Izuku, whispering, now that you mention it, yeah? Tenya, this is the fake city from our entrance exam. Does that mean we will be conducting urban battles again? All Might, not quite. I'm going to move you 2 steps ahead. Most of the villain fights you see on the news take place outside. However, statistically speaking, run-ins with the most dastardly evildoers take place indoors. Izuku, Clover, Kaneko, and Ravel knew that already. Their run-in with that stray devil was indoors. All Might, think about it. Backroom deals, home invasions, secret underground lairs. Truly intelligent criminals stay hidden in the shadows. For this training exercise, you'll be split into teams of good guys and bad guys and fight 2-on-2 indoor battles. So, isn't this a little advanced? All Might. The best training is what you get on the battlefield, but remember, you can't just punch a robot this time. You're dealing with actual people now. Momo. Sir, will you be the one deciding who wins? Katsuki. How much can we hurt the other team? Ochako. Do we need to worry about the losers getting expelled like earlier? Tenya. Will you be splitting us up based on chance or comparative skill? Yuga. Isn't this Cape Trash chic? All Might. I wasn't finished talking, listen up. He pulled out a script. Albion. Partner. Please tell me that he did not have to look at a script. Clover. Sorry, Albion. He did. All Might. The situation is this. The villains have hidden a nuclear missile somewhere in their hideout. The heroes must try to foil their plans. To do that, the good guys have to either catch the evildoers or recover the weapon. Likewise, the bad guys succeed if they protect their payload or capture the heroes. Izuku. Sounds like a classic action movie setup. All Might. Time's limited, and we'll choose teams by drawing lots. Tenya. Isn't there a better way? Clover. I disagree. Heroes often have to team up with others on the spot. That's probably why we're seeing that here. Tenya. Yes, I see. Life is a random series of events. Excuse my rudeness. All Might. No sweat. Let's draw. He then drew the teams. Team A, Momo and Kanako. Team B, Mineta and Ochako. Team C, Yuga and Shoto. Team D, Clover and Alina. Team E, Izuku and Israel. Team F, Tokoyami and Jiro. Team G, Tenya and Katsuki. Team H, Kaneko and Ijiro. Team I, Mina and Chara. Team J, Sue and Ravel. Israel, would you look at that? We're a team. Izuku, yeah? I hope we do well. Clover, you and me, huh, Alina? Alina, yeah? Let's do our best. All Might. I declare that the first team's TO fight will be. He pulled out a white orb with the letter E on it and a black orb with the letter G on it. All Might. These guys. Clover. Oh no. Albion. Seems your brother is going to have to face his bully. Clover G. Thanks for the insight. All Might. Team E will be the heroes, Team G will be the villains. Everyone else can head to the monitoring room, TO watch. Students. Yes, sir. Izuku glanced at Katsuki as the other students were on their way to the monitoring room, but when he did, he saw Katsuki glaring at him, which made him flinch and look away. Drake, partner. There's nothing to fear. You have this. Izuku realized he was right. He was much stronger than Katsuki. He has this. So Izuku nodded and sent a glare Katsuki's way. This made him growl. However, Israel noticed this. Israel, just what kind of connection do they share? I have to ask him. All Might. Bad guys, you can go on in and get set up. In 5 minutes, the good guys will be let loose and the battle will start. Tenya, Israel, and Izuku. Yes, sir. Tenya and Katsuki started walking to the building. All Might. Young IDA. Young Bakugo. The key to being successful in this challenge is to embody villainy. Think from the perspective of an evildoer. Tenya, got it. All Might. If things go too far, I'll step in. Tenya, understood. 1 minute later. Israel. Hey, Izuku. Izuku, yeah? Israel, I have to ask. What's the deal with you and Bakugo? Izuku flinched. Israel. Look, I don't mean to pry or anything, but I feel as though it would benefit us both if you tell me what's with you guys. Clearly, it's not a good relationship, but I don't know just how bad. Izuku looked down and sighed. Izuku, all right. Here's the thing. My quirk only manifested a month ago. Before then, I was mistaken for being quirkless, and I had no idea about my sacred gear until a couple weeks before then. Asriel, I get it. You must have been bullied a lot, right? Izuku, yeah? And Bakugo was my main tormentor. He came up with a nickname for me called Deku. To put it simply, it was his way of reminding me that I was a useless waste of space. He would blow me up with his quirk all the time. Clover was the only one who would do anything about it. Asriel, so the teachers didn't help? Izuku, worse. Some of them joined in. Asriel, what about your parents? Izuku, my father works overseas, so I didn't have time to tell him about it. As for my mother, I couldn't bear to tell her. I didn't want to worry her. But I still remember something Bakugo told me 10 months ago. If you want to get into UA, just take a swan dive off the roof of a building and pray to be born with a quirk in the next life. That's real, he what? Izuku, yeah? Clover was furious when he said that and nearly tried to kill him. That's real. I can't blame him. Golly, no wonder you don't like him. Izuku, yeah? Asriel pat Izuku's back. Asriel, hey man, don't worry. I got your back. Don't listen to what that idiot said. In my opinion, even if you truly had no quirk and no sacred gear, I'd still be by your side. After all, the heart is what matters when it comes to being a hero, not the power. Izuku, thanks Asriel. Not many people tell me that they believe in me. Asriel, hey, call me Azzy. That's what my friends call me. Izuku, you consider me your friend? Asriel, of course you're a great guy, and I trust you fully. I'd love to be your friend. Izuku, thanks, Asri or Azzy. Asriel smiled. Asriel, no problem. Then, they heard All Might over the intercom. All Might. All right, let's begin the indoor combat training Team E and Team G. Your time starts now. Asriel, let's go, Izuku. They entered the building and started looking. Izuku, let's be careful. There are plenty of blind spots. They continued walking around. Izuku, I remember that there's a problem. Asriel, what kind of problem? Izuku, my sacred gear. It's incredibly powerful. Too powerful. It could easily kill someone. Asriel, oh yeah? The Longinus gears are powerful enough to be on par with the man upstairs. Izuku, and that's not even mentioning it being combined with my quirk. Asriel, yeah? That's a dangerous combo. So, we'll have to win without relying on that boosted gear of yours. Izuku, luckily, I took a lot of notes on indoor battles and fighting in tight spaces. Then, he saw Katsuki trying to sneak up on him and give him an explosion to the face. Asriel, incoming. Asriel and Izuku jumped back in time before Katsuki let out an explosion. Asriel, that was close. Katsuki, what's the matter, Deku? Afraid to stand up and fight me? Izuku, I figured you'd try to catch me by surprise. Katsuki charged at Izuku. Katsuki, I won't hurt you so bad they'll have to stop the fight. Just close. He got ready to attack with a right hook, but Izuku caught his arm and then slammed him to the ground. Katsuki, GH. Asriel, nice one. Izuku, Bakugo, you always use a big right hook to start a fight. I know because I've watched you for years. I analyzed every amazing hero, even you. I wanted to learn everything I could about them. It was all in the notebook you burned and threw away. Asriel smirked as Katsuki growled. Asriel, seems you've grasped the situation of things, Bakugo. Izuku, you can call me Deku all you want, but I'm not the same helpless, defenseless kid anymore, you hear me? I've changed. I am Izuku Midoriya, the Red Dragon Emperor. Katsuki let out some explosions to intimidate Izuku, but he wasn't flinching. He was the Red Dragon Emperor after all. In response to this, Katsuki let out an explosion and tried to kick Izuku. Luckily, he activated One for All and blocked it. Izuku, as he go. Asriel, not a chance. Izuku, huh? Asriel, I'm not one to leave a friend on his own. I know you two have a history together, but we can take him down quicker if we work together. Izuku, Azzy. He nodded. Izuku, all right. Thanks for helping me. Katsuki, like hell will that idiot be able to. Asriel's hand lit up with fire, and he threw the fire at Katsuki and hit him in the chest. Izuku then punched him and sent him into a wall. Izuku, wow. Azzy, you have pyrokinesis. Asriel chuckled. Asriel, my quirk is actually way more versatile than that. Katsuki blasted himself towards the two friends in anger, but they dodged his next explosion. In the monitoring room, Kanako, wow, Izuku and Asriel are doing great. Chara, no kidding. Izuku's holding his own, and he's not even using the boosted gear. Clover, can't say I'm surprised. The class looked at Clover, wanting him to explain in detail. Clover, my brother's always been pretty good at taking action in crisis situations. He got out a notebook from somewhere. Clover, plus, he and I have spent years taking notes on different heroes. We've internalized everything we learned. Memorized them. All Might, that fanboy knowledge of theirs is paying off. And it's driving Izuku forward. Back in the fight. Katsuki, curse you all. He blasted forward at a greater speed this time to unleash an explosion. He was moving fast, but Asriel got in front of Izuku and held out his hand. Katsuki then unleashed the explosion, but when the smoke cleared, he saw that his attack was blocked by a giant star that was changing colors constantly. Katsuki, what the hell? Izuku rushed at Katsuki and punched him in the face, sending him back. Katsuki, I'll kill you. That's real. Golly, Izuku. He has some serious anger issues. Izuku. I'm aware. Katsuki. Tell me, Deku. Why? That's real. I'm gonna stop you right there. If you want to ask my buddy something, you better call him by his name. Katsuki. Don't you dare tell me what to do. He blasted himself forward, but then Katsuki was zapped by lightning. Katsuki. AGH. Izuku will lightning too? That's real. Yep. I call this move Shocker Breaker. The star you saw is my star blazing attack. When I was little, I came up with all sorts of moves to use in my future hero career. I have plenty more. Izuku. That's awesome. That's real. Thanks. Katsuki blasted himself at them and sent an explosion, but Israel blocked it with his star blazing move, and Izuku jumped above Israel and punched Katsuki in the face, sending him into the ground. Israel. Wow, nice hit. Izuku. Thanks. Israel. But I have a question. Izuku, what's wrong? Israel. Why are you only punching? Izuku, huh? Israel. I noticed that all your attacks were from punches, but you have legs for moving and kicking. Honestly, you look like you're just trying to copy All Might. Now, don't get me wrong. I think All Might is the greatest hero, but you don't want to be a complete copy of him, right? And All Might only punches. But why not try kicking instead? Make yourself more unpredictable. Izuku. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks, Azzy. Asriel. No problem. I'm always happy to help a friend. Katsuki then got up. Katsuki. Damn it, you've been hiding this secret for years, then you've been laughing behind my back? HUH? Izuku, what? You think that's what I was doing? Asriel. You idiot, were you even paying attention to what happened during the quirk assessment test? Ijiro and Fumikage were surprised by their gears, they didn't know they were born with it. Katsuki growled at them. Then his gauntlets lit up, making him smirk. Izuku, oh. I don't like that look on his face. Katsuki. I'm all loaded up. Asriel. What does he mean by that? Izuku. I don't know. Katsuki. Why aren't you using that dumb gauntlet of yours? Don't tell me you're underestimating me. Deku. Get over here and show me what you're really made of. Izuku. Bakugo. I'm not scared of you anymore. Katsuki growls before his face goes back to a smirk. Katsuki. Since you're suck a stalker, by now you probably know how my quirk, explosion, works. He pointed his grenade gauntlet at the two. Katsuki. I secrete nitroglycerin like sweat from my hands and make it blow up. Imagine what I could do if I had a lot of it. He pulled on the handle and a pin came out. Katsuki. That's right, these gauntlets aren't just for show. They've been storing up my sweat inside for one monster blast. He put his finger on the pin. Asriel, are you insane? All Might. Young Bakugo, don't do it, you could kill them. Katsuki. They'll be fine as long as they dodge. Asriel. Izuku, get behind me. Izuku, what? Asriel, just trust me. Izuku nodded and got behind Asriel as Katsuki pulled the pin and unleashed a massive explosion. Asriel. Hyper Goner. He summoned. This attack sucked up the entire explosion like a vacuum. Katsuki. HUH? In the monitoring room. Mina. Holy cow, what was that? Chara. That's Azzy's trump card. He calls it Hyper Goner. It can suck up any form of energy he chooses. Like explosions. Clover. That's awesome. Ochako, yeah? But it comes with a drawback. Back in the battle. Izuku. That was incredible. Asriel. Thanks. He fell on one knee. Izuku. Azzy. Asriel. Sorry. That move takes a lot out of me. Katsuki grit his teeth before pointing his other gauntlet at them. All Might. Bakugo use that stored up power again, and I'll stop this fight. Your team will lose. Katsuki, huh? All Might. To employ such a strong attack indoors is inviting the destruction of the stronghold you should be protecting. That's a poor strategy, whether you're a hero or a villain. The penalty would be a massive loss of points. Katsuki. Fine, then we'll fight hand to hand. Drake, partner. I advise you to use the boosted gear. Not just to fight. Store up some power and transfer it to your friend to keep him in the fight. Izuku. Good idea. Boosted gear. He summoned the boosted gear. Drake, boost. Katsuki started to use his explosions to fly around everywhere. Izuku. I'm going to need to be very accurate in this. Drake, boost. Izuku brought his hand in a flicking position and waited for Katsuki to get in close. And when he did, Izuku flicked his finger and blasted him with a lot of air pressure. Katsuki, GH. He was sent flying but adjusted himself upright with his explosions. But Izuku rushed up to Katsuki in an instant. drag, boost, and then kicked him in the face and sent him crashing into a wall and leaving a web-shaped crack. Izuku then wasted no time wrapping the capture tape on Katsuki. All Might. Young Bakugo has been captured. The villain team loses a member. In the monitoring room. Clover. Well, that was new. Never saw him do kicks before. All Might. Israel is the reason for that. He got Izuku to switch things up and not imitate what I do. That kid's a good partner for him. Back with Izuku and Israel. Drag, boost. Israel. Great job, Izuku. Izuku rushed over to Israel and grabbed his shoulder. Drag, transfer. Israel felt a massive amount of power transferred into him, and he was able to get up again. Izuku then deactivated his gear. Israel. Wow, thanks for the help, Izuku. Izuku. No problem. Now, we have to get to the bomb. Israel. Right. They then ran up the stairs to find the bomb. Katsuki, I lost. To Deku? How? How could this happen? How? With Izuku and Israel. Israel. How exactly did you give me the strength to get back up? Izuku. It's a move I learned a little over a week ago. It allows me to transfer the stored power I accumulated into someone else. It's only temporary though, so be careful. Once it wears off, you'll be exhausted. Israel. Good to know. Thanks. Eventually, they found Tenya and the bomb. Tenya, huh? Aha, I thought you heroes would be here when I heard the news on Bakugo's capture. I realized that you two pathetic heroes would be coming here next, but good luck in defeating this villain. Wah. Israel. A golly. He's a really in character. Izuku. Yeah, no kidding. Tenya. I'm coming for you, heroes. He activated his engine quirk and rushed at them. Izuku then rushed at him and then jumped up to the roof. Tenya, huh? Izuku. Manchester smash. He slammed his foot down on Tenya's head and cracked the floor. Tenya. GH. Izuku. Now AZZY. Israel. Right. He rushed to the bomb and touched it. All Might. The hero team wins. Izuku. All right. Israel. We did it. Tenya got up. Tenya. Good job, you two. You were incredible out there. Israel then stumbled a bit before Izuku caught him and kept him standing. Izuku, you okay? Israel. Yeah. Just tired. Izuku. Let's get back to the monitoring room. I'll help you there. Israel. Thanks, Izuku. After that, they all went back to the monitoring room. All Might. All right, everyone. The MVP of this exercise is Izuku. Makes sense since the heroes won. All Might. But that's not the reason he's the MVP. Could anyone tell me the reason? Momo was about to raise her hand, but Ravel did first. Ravel, allow me, All Might. Bakugo's judgment was clouded by a personal grudge against Izuku. As you said, launching a massive attack like that indoors was a foolish move. As for Israel, he was impressive out there, but he did nearly collapse from exhaustion when he used that hyper-goner move of his to protect his teammate, instead of them simply dodging. Then there is Tenya. While he did embrace his role as a villain, he stopped for a moment, giving Izuku a clear shot that he was unable to avoid. Izuku, however, didn't use the boosted gear for most of the match for a reason. It's too powerful. As a Longinus user, he knows just how powerful his boosted gear is and how devastating his attacks could be. However, he does owe some of his victory to Israel, who seems to be the reason for him kicking Bakugo instead of punching, seeing as how before he did that, they had some kind of conversation. But Israel also owes some of the victory to Izuku as well, because he was the one to give him the stored power he had so he could keep going. The main reason the hero team won was because of one thing: teamwork. Izuku and Israel worked as a team the entire time, while Bakugo immediately went off on his own. I've learned from experience that teamwork is a vital thing in battle. All Might. Young Phoenix really has a good eye on her, yes. Young Phoenix, that is precisely the reason. Clover. Good job, you two. Izuku. Thanks, Clover. All Might. Now let's move on to the next match. Think about everything we saw and discussed as you tackle this training for yourself. Students. Yes, sir. All Might pulled out a white orb with the letter D on it, and a black orb with the letter F on it. All Might. Team D will be the heroes, Team F will be the villains. Let's get to it. Clover. You ready, Alina? Alina. Yeah, I'm ready. They then went off to get ready for their match. Clover and Alina were outside the building, ready to fight. Alina. So, Clover, I know about your sacred gear, but what's your quirk? Clover. It's called justice. I'm able to shoot out projectiles created from my sense of justice. I'm a pretty big fan of cowboys, so I use a gun to give it a little more speed. The stronger my sense of justice, the stronger my quirk. However, I recently made a new move that infuses my quirk into my fist so I can fight hand to hand. Alina, while that's amazing, my quirk is called integrity. It increases my leg strength and mobility. The stronger my integrity, the more powerful my quirk becomes. Clover, awesome. Do you think you could create weapons with your quirk? Alina, I never thought of that. I'll have to try that later. All Might, heroes, you may enter. Clover, let's go. Clover and Alina walked in. Clover, all right. We just need to find the bomb. Alina, yeah, but that's easier said than done. We have no idea where the bomb is at. We're also going to fight a rabbit yokai. Clover, a Gyukudo. Alina, huh? Clover, being a part of the supernatural, I did some research on it. After I found out Jiro is a rabbit yokai, I went to my master who told me what she was. A Gyukudo. They are known as rabbits that live on the moon, pounding mochi and being helpful to humans. However, they also have night vision. On top of that, we are dealing with Tokoyami. We don't know much about his quirk yet, but we do know about his sacred gear. And with Jiro on his side, it will get bad. Alina, not good. Clover, yeah? This is quite the pickle. He held up a pickle which he got from his pocket and bit on it. Clover, we're in for a rough battle, too. Alina snickered a little bit. Clover, of course, we won't have to worry about Tokoyami's gear too much. Tokoyami only learned about it yesterday, so we have the advantage. Alina, right. They then kept moving onwards until they came face to face with Jiro and Tokoyami. Clover, oh. Jiro, I heard you coming from a mile away. Tokoyami, get ready to fight. Dark Shadow, got it. Dark Shadow shot out and tried to punch Alina, but she jumped out of the way and twirled like a ballerina. Clover, Divine Dividing. Clover summoned Divine Dividing. Alina then jumped towards Tokoyami and kicked him in the head, sending him back. Jiro, nice kick. Let's see if it can match mine. Jiro jumped up high and got ready to kick Alina, but Clover got in front of Alina and caught Jiro's leg. Jiro, oh no. Albion, divide. Jiro's strength was immediately cut in half and added to Clover's power. Clover then threw Jiro back. Tokoyami then sent Dark Shadow at Clover, but he dodged Dark Shadow and then shot Tokoyami with his quirk and knocked him back. Alina then jumped towards Jiro and tried to kick her, but her kick was stopped by Jiro's kick. They were evenly matched due to Clover dividing Jiro's strength. They then kept on trying to kick each other, only for both of their kicks to be evenly matched. Tokoyami sent Dark Shadow at Alina, but Dark Shadow was shot by Clover's Justice Blast and severely weakened. Tokoyami was caught off guard by Clover's attack and was then punched in the face by Clover. Albion, divide. Tokoyami's strength was cut in half and added to Clover's. Clover then engulfed his fist with yellow energy. Clover, Justice Smash. Clover punched Tokoyami in the face and sent him into a wall and knocked out. Clover then wrapped the capture tape around him. All Might. Young Tokoyami has been captured. The villain team loses a member. Jiro, oh no. Clover then shot Jiro, and that made her stop countering Alina, which got her a kick in the face, sending her into a wall. Alina then wrapped the capture tape around Jiro. All Might. Both villains have been captured. The hero team wins. Clover, yes. Alina, great job, Clover. Clover, thanks, Ollie. Alina, huh? Ollie. Clover, just a nickname I decided to give you. You don't like it? Alina thought about for a bit before blushing a bit. Alina, no, I like it. You can call me Ollie. Clover gave her a bright smile that made her blush even more. Clover, glad to hear it. After that, they went back to the monitoring room, and Clover was named MVP due to him weakening Jiro and Tokoyami and giving Alina the chance to defeat Jiro. All Might. The next one's TO fight will be these guys. He pulled out a white orb with the letter C on it, and another black orb with the letter I on it. All Might. Team C will be the heroes. Team I will be the villains. Everyone, get to your stations. Everyone, yes sir. Time skip to the match. Shoto, stay back, Aoyama. He placed his right hand on the building and froze the entire place, also freezing Mina and Chara to the floor. Chara, ah no. It didn't take long for Shoto to find them and grab the bomb while they could do nothing but stand there helplessly. All Might. The hero team wins. Shoto was named the MVP of the match. The next match was Team H as the heroes and Team B as the villains. To the match. Kaneko, So, Ijiro, what's your quirk? Ijiro, it's called hardening. I can harden any part of my body into a devastating weapon or unbreakable shield. Kaneko, rad. All Might. Heroes, you may enter. Kaneko and Ijiro entered the building and looked around to find the bomb until Ochako, Kaya. Kaneko, that sounded like Ochako. Ijiro, wonder why she screamed. They rushed up to where Ochako was to see that Mineta was trying to grope her. Ochako, stop. Mineta, heh, no way. Ijiro, that is so unmanly. Kaneko, I got this. Kaneko rushed at Mineta and kicked him into a wall, knocking him out. Kaneko, pervert. Ijiro wrapped the capture tape around Mineta and he got disqualified from the match. Kaneko and Ochako then engaged in battle, but it wasn't much of a fight thanks to Kaneko's rook strength. Ochako was defeated pretty easily. Kaneko then got the bomb, and the heroes won the match. Kaneko was named the MVP while Mineta was given detention and also a warning that if he did that again, there would be harsh consequences. Now it was time for the final match. Team J was the heroes and Team A was the villains. To the match. Kanako, so Momo, what's your quirk? Momo, it's creation. I can create any non-living thing from the lipids of my body as long as I know the atomic structure. Kanako, that's a pretty strong quirk. I have a question. Can you make a water gun? Momo, I can. Why? Kanako, I did a little research on Ravel's family history. She's a member of the Phoenix clan and as such, has the abilities of a phoenix. So, water is an effective way to take her down. Momo, that's a good idea. Momo then created a water gun and a water bottle to fill it up. Kanako, just be careful with Ravel. She has some impressive regeneration and can heal from any injuries. Our best option is to trap her. Momo, right. The two girls then rushed out of the door as All Might called the heroes to come in. Ravel and Tsu were pretty confident in themselves for a bit, until Kanako snuck up behind them and squirted Ravel with the water gun, which made her scream in pain. Tsu was surprised by this and didn't notice Momo from behind her with a net gun that trapped Tsu in it. Momo took advantage of this and wrapped the capture tape around Tsu, taking her out of the game. Ravel tried to fire at Kanako, but she countered it with her own fire and kept squirting Ravel until she fell down, and Kanako wrapped the capture tape around Ravel. All Might. Both members of the hero team are captured. The villain team wins. Kanako was named the MVP for coming up with the plan to fight against Ravel. Afterwards, All Might, that's a wrap. Super work. You really stepped up to the plate. And we didn't have any MHA injuries. You should be proud. Excellent first day of training, all around. Tsu, it's nice to hear some encouraging words after our homeroom class. Mr. Aizawa was kind of a buzzkill. All Might. I'm happy TO brings such staggering positivity to my alma mater. That's all for now, folks. Now, watch how a pro exits. Like he's got somewhere to be. All Might then sped off at incredible speed. Izuku, so cool. After that, classes went on as normal before everyone went home. So, this was the end of part 3 of this series. Stay tuned for next part of this series, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.